Hello there, welcome back to the Ogre, the old Git Reacts Reviews and Off Times Reminiscences. Now, in trying to keep this channel as fresh as a daisy as I can, I sort of rattle around with my pretty narrow confines as to what I listen to find as many different things as possible for you to listen to. Let me tell you that anything I do listen to that I say I like, I do like it, even if it is quite far away from what I normally listen to, because I mean I can find pop music occasionally that I like, very very rarely to be honest, but there are songs out there that do get the claws into you. So occasionally you'll have on this channel quite, I won't say mainstream, but I wouldn't say easy listening either, but relatively speaking, calmer or less abrasive than some of the stuff on here. But that's what the point I'm trying to make is that every now and again I have to go back and listen to some of my sort of core delights, and I came across Flamethrower the other day. So you know what's going to come with that, without a doubt. So let's just listen and get our heads kicked in by Black Shrapnel, shall we? Barbed wire and bombardment spring to mind with this. It's just it's a pummeling, and it is as if you've just been blown off your arse by an artillery shell and ripped to shreds, passing through the barbed wire barriers that were typical of World War I trench warfare. It's vicious stuff for sure, I don't think any of us in the right minds, I know, would ever want to experience what those that went through trench warfare in World War One. But if you wanted to experience a little bit, and it can only be a hint, of course, of what they went through, this music probably evokes a little bit of how bad that was. Like one of the things I like about it, I bought this album today. I listened to it yesterday, and so it's all very fresh. So the nuances that may be in there somewhere haven't quite revealed themselves to me. But how there are things that you notice that I mean, there are noise elements in there as well as the just whatever you want to call it, War Black Death. It's a mishmash of the whole thing. It's as if in a bomb crater you had Mr. Black Metal, Mr. Death Metal, Mr. War Metal, and Miss Noise hunkering down in there, and they score a direct hit from a shell, and the bloody remains are this music, really. So, but yes, there are little elements in there that are starting to peek out at me. I think what do I think? I was umming and ahhing after one listen between this one and this track and track 2, and I might have picked track 2 in retrospect, but nonetheless, this is just as brutal, and we use brutal in metal far too often, to be honest. But brutal this is. There's no gainsaying that. It's a testament to this song that I was under the impression that we had a machine gun drumming all the way through, and we haven't. So the fact I'm still enjoying it with these slower parts is means that they're doing so much right here. And of course, given the subject matter, that sort of march beat, drum marching beat we had just now, sort of that sort of militaresque parade tempo is fitting. But there's that tone running through the music at the moment, which is as if, you know, you've got that tinnitus sound from when something explodes right next to your ears, and it's all very I wouldn't say nasty springs. It's all, what am I trying to say? It's all quite what's the word I'm trying to find? It's gone. The word came in and it flew straight out again. But it is an absolute barrage of music, whatever tempo is being played. I'm trying to think of that word. It's bugging me now. The rest of this review I'll be thinking about, what's that word? Visceral, that's what I wanted. Yes, got there in the end. Don't get old, folks, don't get old. So there you go. Wasn't as I remember, but like I said, I only heard it once or twice before. So, yes, if that hasn't left you shell shocked, I don't know what will. If you're now sort of scrabbling around, intent on buying it online, you're gonna have to use your nose, because I think you'll find you've had your legs and your arms blown off. So start nodding to purchase. Click. Anyway, what a beast indeed. 3 tracks on this EP. They're all blooming brutal, both in sound and in probably in subject matter, given it's about the nastiness of war. And so yes, any earwax that remains in the ear canal now, one more listen and it'll all be gone. Anyway, clicky bollocks, catch you next time. Cheerio.